You can call her the comfort food queen. Every time Tide and Time food blogger Laura Davis is here, she makes a dish that just makes you want to curl up on the couch and just eat for days.
And her recipes are so easy to make. Well, she's back at it today, and we're starting with a chicken artichoke pasta bake. That sounds delicious and comfortable.
So delicious and easy and definitely comfort food. Stick to your ribs kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It's great to make with a leftover chicken in the snow. I was roasting chickens like crazy to feed 3 boys. So some of that, some pasta. I'm gonna make a quick homemade Alfredo sauce. It's super easy. You won't believe how easy it is.
But you could use a jar?
But you could certainly use your favorite jarred brand. And some frozen spinach and some artichoke hearts.
Okay.
So super easy. We're just gonna throw it together and then top it with a little bit of cubed mozzarella cheese. You
and
could
that's what
shred
I'm
it.
doing.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, you could totally shred it or buy it shredded. But I personally kind of like the hunky cubes
Get a
of
good
gooey
chunk.
cheese bite.
Oh.
Exactly.
I like what you're saying.
Okay, so the sauce, really easy. I have a stick of butter and about a ½ a cup of heavy cream that I have warmed up here on the stove.
Okay.
You want to chop
I'll
the cheese?
go ahead and start chopping here.
You just want to kind of give that a rough chop down so it's kind of in bite-sized pieces, and then we'll combine it all together. I have a couple tablespoons of cornstarch here that I'm gonna do.
And is that to thicken it up?
Yeah, it's just to thicken it up. A true Alfredo purist would say that this is kind of blasphemy, but I like a really thick and creamy Alfredo, and the easiest way to do it is just a little bit of cornstarch. And incidentally, it keeps it gluten-free too. You could certainly use a gluten-free pasta or something like that. One of my best friends is gluten-free, so
okay.
Always on the lookout for her. So it's, I mean, right away this sauce thickens up.
How's that for my chunks? Are those
beautiful?
You need me to toss them?
Beautiful.
Yeah, they're good chunks.
I know.
Could have told you that
I
was
just
coming.
ordered Jimmy.
Could have told you that was
I
coming.
hope I have some chocolate chips left. Jimmy was going to town on those while we were filming earlier.
Just a couple.
All right, so I'm going to add about a ½ a cup of grated Parmesan cheese just in there too. Season it to taste with a little salt and pepper, but I definitely don't add the salt first because Parmesan is so salty.
It is,
you know, you get a lot of your flavor and your salt from that. Look at that gorgeous thickness.
So you've been homebound a little bit with the snow and everything?
They were closed again today in Accomack County. Hopefully it'll warm up today. What is it? It's close to 50 today, right? I'm ready to put on my bikini and get there on the beach combing. Okay, so I had a big bowl here, and I've got a box of rigatoni pasta over there that I cooked.
Okay, you do that?
Toss that over there.
There you go.
Kind of dump it in. You could use whatever kind of pasta you want, too. You know, but these tubular ones are always a good bet for a pasta bake.
I've got all my cheese here.
This isn't.
Oh,
you turned it off.
Was this about the size you wanted for this chicken?
Perfect.
Good. Okay.
Give it a dump in.
Got it. You wanted it on?
Ready to go in?
No, off.
Oh, off. Oh.
She's done.
She's done. Okay.
She's done.
All right. So Tide and Time blog, food blog. Tell us about that.
I've been at it now for 10 years. It kind of started as something fun to do. It's recipes that I genuinely make for my family, and it's forced me to step out of my comfort zone. It's so easy to get in a rut and make the same recipes over and over again. And there's such a wealth of awesome different things to try out there now with Pinterest and things like that. Also, it's been a good communication in the outside world. I've met a lot of good friends, had a lot of great opportunities. Right?
You live down in Chincoteague, right?
Yeah, I'm down in Chincoteague, so you know, job opportunities and things like that. But I'm home with my boys anyway, so it's really just been great to do something that I can do and still be at home with them. Two of them are in school, but Nathan still keeps me busy.
Where am I putting this? Where'd you say you want this? In the
right in the bowl.
Right in the bowl with the pasta.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Just want to make sure I didn't put it in the wrong bowl.
You hold on to the cheese.
I hold on to the cheese.
I've got a can of artichoke hearts here. I can only ever find canned, but frozen are really good too. I can't find them in my store, but maybe you city slickers up here in Salisbury.
Up here in town.
And then we've got.
Yeah, you want to? I'm gonna dump in the sauce. Look at that luscious. Oh my gosh.
So that's
good.
Super, yeah.
You were saying that other people say that's blasphemy to have it thick and creamy?
Yeah, well, a true Alfredo isn't thickened with a cornstarch. You would just keep on cooking it and adding enough cheese. But this way, if you use the cornstarch too, you could use half and half, or even milk if you wanted to cut back on calories and not use butter and heavy cream.
Not in comfort food.
So just kind of put that in.
Okay, so this is some spinach here. Good. There we go.
You want to give her a mix up, Jimmy?
All right. Am I like being super careful in folding this, or just
kind of
get after it and start throwing it like a salad around?
It's good to keep it a little, you know,
in the bowl.
Chunky.
In the bowl. Yeah. See, now you're getting particular.
Too. Once it gets in here, it all kind of bubbles up and bakes up together, so you don't have to. There you go, really. Work it, Jimmy. There you go. The spinach can be a little bit clingy. But like I said, just divide it out there.
You remember the story about me tossing salad and we had to pull it off the lights for weeks, right?
You've got a million stories, Jimmy.
He really does.
They don't let me.
They all involve the kitchen. Yeah. And I'm not allowed to tell any of them.
Thank you for.
Okay, look
the things
at that.
you don't see.
Wow.
Look at that.
That's nice.
We got a jumper.
Oh, give it a try. What do you think?
Okay, now we're gonna
throw that cheese on top.
And how long in the oven?
350 for about a half an hour. I don't even bother to cover it because I like it to get kind of browned and bubbly. Those crispy bites of those pastas that rest on top.
Let's pull our magic
we have
of
one in
television
there.
version.
The magic of TV swap out. It's not hot. You can just
yeah, it's always the one that
slide
cooks
that
that says
bad boy
it's not
in.
hot. That's how I burn my fingers, because I trust people like you. You handle this all day long. Thank you, my fork.
You could also do this and totally freeze it, you know, and then reheat it.
Great idea.
Right, because it makes a pretty large amount. So if you don't have a whole crew to feed like me, you could totally break it up.
Try not to be at the biggest.
Look at all that cheese. You can't.
No.
You got to admit, Laura, I was feeling kind of bad that we only have 2 forks. We're not offering you to join us. I got over it pretty quick, though. I just want you to know.
Oh my goodness, I love how the spinach and the cheese and everything.
The artichoke, right? You can really taste everything, all the individual components, especially for a baked dish like that. It's easy for everything to just taste all the same. But everything really shines in this.
All right, this is delicious.
I like that crunchy.
Oh my goodness.